What's going on, everybody? This is Mortym bringing you a couple more options for the personal story in Guild Wars 2. And for this short little series, we're going to be covering the Orders of Whispers. But before we go talk to our Order representative, we have to go talk to our racial representative, Ritlock Brimstone in Lion's Arch. So we'll see what he has to say. We've got to meet up with some old friends of his.
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When heirs to Galkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Soja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you, our time has come. We must help the Orders. We've fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done with it.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking! Logan's right, for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Kaith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know it might help. Kaith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
So, while we do our thing with the Order of Whispers, if you do some of the dungeons, it covers more of these five and how they relate to the story that kind of goes on in the background of your personal story. But we'll talk to Ritlock here. Basically just sums up what happened, and then as our commander, he tells us to go meet up with our Order representative that we joined in the last little bit. So we leveled up, and then now we just need to go meet up with our Order representative, which is where we are going. So we chose the Order of Whispers, as you may well know. So we have to go meet up with the apple seller, as we were instructed to do, because the Order of Whispers is the shadowy arm of all of the orders, really, but they like to do things in the shadows, to strike when nobody's looking and keep things quiet, things like that. They use assassinations to plot political moves, things like that. But we start by talking with our mysterious apple seller.
Hey there. Can I interest you in an apple?
I'm looking for my contact. A member of the Order.
Ah, psh, apples for sale? Nothing but apples to see here, folks. What part of secret society wasn't explained to you? Keep your voice down, initiate, and pretend you're buying an apple.
Sorry. Give me that apple. The one over there.
My name's Tybalt, Lightbringer of the Order of You-Know-What. It's my job to train you to serve the Order. I'm supposed to figure out if you're trustworthy, and if you are, well, then you get to know more. A lot of people would love to know the secrets our Order collects about the dragons, sometimes for very bad reasons.
That makes sense. Put me up to any test, Tybalt. I'll prove myself.
First things first. We've got a mission assignment. Are you up for it, Initiate?
Aren't you gonna tell me what it is?
Ah, not in Lion's Arch. There are ears everywhere. Meet me in Applenook Hamlet, and I'll brief you there.
Okay, so our contact told us to meet him in
Before you
Applenook
follow
Hamlet, I
Tybalt,
believe
speak
was
with me,
the name.
Initiate. My name is Real, and I am the Order's primary spy in Lion's Arch. The Preceptor sent me to welcome you before you begin your first mission. You have a right to know the dangers you will face.
But before we go do that, it turns out that Real Darkwater would like to have a word with us.
Welcome, Initiate. Yes, we know who you are. We've been watching you. You join us even as the fate of nations hangs in the balance. Only the Order of Whispers stands between civilization and ruin. In every nation, the dragons are rising. They will devour the world. If they aren't stopped, they'll turn Tyria into a burnt-out husk, a broken shell. You may have chosen to join the Order of Whispers, but our trust is earned, not given. Now is the time to show your worth. It doesn't matter where the dragons came from, or why they awakened. The secrets we discover will help us send them back to hell. Welcome to the Order of Whispers.
Okay, so there you have it, a nice little cinematic intro to the Order of Whispers, and now we're off to meet Tybalt. Okay, so here we are, meeting up with Tybalt,
Greetings.
and we have to help him with our first mission, which is kind of like our test, if you will.
Hey, Initiate. I wish we could have talked at that tavern in Lion's Arch. Free drinks. Plenty of pretty ladies will talk to a broken-down engineer.
Maybe next time. I'll even buy you a round of something you'll enjoy. Apple cider, right?
Ha! Good one. Anyway, here's the situation. This is Kryta. Most of Crichton politics center around a tug-of-war between the Ministry and the Queen. Minister Codicus wants to steal the throne from Queen Jenna. Codicus doesn't see the dragons as a threat. He just wants Kryta for his own.
That means we're on the Queen's side, right?
You're darn right. Queen Jenna's making a treaty with the Char. She supports Lion's Arch. The Order likes having her in power. Here's where it gets interesting. Minister Codicus's daughter, Demi, contacted the Order of Whispers. Apparently there's trouble at home. Demi Beetlestone is offering detailed information about her father's shady deals in exchange for asylum among the Order. Trouble is, the Order lost contact with Demi between Divinity's Reach and Applenook Hamlet. Our job is to track her down.
Makes sense to me. Let's snoop around and see what we can find.
Alright, so there you have it. We have to help out with tracking Demi Beetlestone down so she can give the Order of Whispers much needed information. And we start doing that by asking around town.
They're staying at the inn? That might
So,
bear some
a troop of
investigation.
ministry guards who work for Demi's father have shown up at the inn. So it would seem someone similar to Demi was seen around town, though no one knows anything specific as of yet. So we know that Demi left town before the ministry showed up, so she's likely not actually here. Let's see what Tybalt has to say now that we've talked to everyone.
You have a way with people. Not bad. Squeeze them a little and these villagers leak information. So, Demi was with friends here, but then disappeared. The Ministry Guard appeared right after she vanished.
It makes sense that her father, a powerful minister, sent the Guard to bring her back. But they're still here, which means they haven't found Demi yet.
We also know the Ministry Guard commander was angry about a message from an unknown source.
The Guard has answers we don't have. It's time to know what they know.
They're all at the tavern. If we can get them drinking and talking, they'll spill the apples. Let's go.
Alright, so now we're going to investigate
Before the Ministry showed up, we
the
need to know more.
Ministry Guards proper and try to find out what they know about Demi's whereabouts. And they are right over here in the inn. Now we just have to talk to them until we find what we want. Well, the first two haven't been particularly useful. He had something odd to say about pirates. That seems important. There's only one left to talk to, so. This man is on a rescue mission. That tells us quite a bit, doesn't it?
Attention! Stand up straight, Private. You, upstairs, double time. I mean now.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Let's follow this bozo and listen in. We might learn something.
Okay, so we're gonna listen in on what they have to say.
What in the name of Balthazar's horned helmet is wrong with you, guardsmen? You're yammering away like a skrit caught red-handed.
We were just talking. No harm done. I never mentioned the commander's letter, or the pirates.
Straighten up and call me sir, or you'll find yourself transferred to the Blackhold Mines.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Please don't tell the commander, sir.
You're lucky the commander's retired to his room, soldier. You'd better do the same before I change my mind on that transfer.
Jackpot. These guys are no match for professionals. They fall all over themselves. Sounds like the commander has a letter in his room that we need to see. I'll make a distraction. You sneak in while he's busy.
Okay, so we make a distraction, then we steal the commander's letter, and we move on. And it looks like these Dolyaks will be just what we need for the distraction.
Be ready. This could get messy.
So we scare their Dolyaks off, and we simply need to find the commander's room, which I feel like is probably on the top floor.
Until our supplies arrive, we'll
Here we go.
commandeer what we need from the village. Sergeant, requisition all necessary items from the locals. By force.
A ransom
Yes,
note
sir.
from the pirates. Seems like we found where Demi
here's the
Beetlestone
letter.
is likely to be.
Interesting.
Kidnapped by pirates.
Interesting. Interesting. Whoa, what was that? I don't think they're friendly.
Gotta kill these two elementals that spawned. And down they go.
Here we go. Greetings, Commander, blah, blah, Demi Beetlestone in our custody, ransom. Ransom? Ah, slag iron. And who sent... Ah, here. Cordially yours, Captain Jane of the Jackdaws. Demi's been kidnapped by pirates. Cool. I mean, interesting.
That explains why Demi didn't make her meeting with the Order. Does the note say where she's been taken?
Of course not. But the jackdaws dock on the far shore of the lake to the north. We should check there. If we disguise ourselves, I bet we can slip right in. If they notice, we'll pass ourselves off as a couple of new hands. I'll scrounge up some jackdaw clothes and meet you there.
Hang on. That sounds dangerous. Don't we need to check in with someone before we go further? Does the Order know you're doing this?
We operate independently enough for this. The Master of Whispers relies on my discretion. If he trusts me, Initiate, so should you.
Alright, guys, and I think that's going to do it for part 1 of this. For part 2, we will actually rescue Demi and see what happens from there. So, with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.